do, do.
Came with a really good pair of nippers.
Really?
Yeah.
Who came?
You came.
My 3D printer.
All the words.
Yes.
Alright. Dun 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 dun. Who's posting in Discord at a time like this?
Probably the guy who posted in Discord at a time like this.
I'm not comfortable with you defining his gender.
Okay. This is the part where I'm meant to care.
Yes. Yes, it is. Glenn was on before, but I think he was just going having some dinner, so you know. Who knows how long that'll take. Alright, let's finish there for now. Pretty crazy. Checks to desktop. Void RPG open. Not leveled. Session 17. Really? It's only session 17.
What do you mean only?
Yeah, I know, right? What do I mean by that?
Because I caught up one session because of the flip.
At least, and then a session because I skipped. You've been catching up to me like a mad lad.
Oh, true. There was, yeah, okay. So
Yeah,
what,
you've got a double on me.
yeah, so what are we up to with yours?
Nah, 19. Next
19.
session, I think it's 19. So, like, I'm saying, it's pretty close.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, next session, definitely 19. We're probably half a session to a session behind my long-term plan, which isn't that bad.
Okay.
Well, it depends on when I set that plan. If it was like one session ago, then it is bad again.
I was estimating about 20 sessions.
Yeah.
We're currently at 17. We might get to 21 or 22. I don't know.
Right.
We'll see how we go.
Yep.
Because you guys are completely unreadable, which is a good thing.
Well, the thumb. I would have said you guys are completely readable. And I predict like how long you take to do stuff pretty well
you
at this
you
point.
predict really well. I sit here just like with my hands in the air, like I don't know. But I am a big one for completely giving in and allowing harebrained schemes because it amuses me.
Filed appropriately. Yeah, well, if you've got it, I assume so. Who needs a birth certificate anyway?
I certainly don't.
Yeah.
I just assume other people's identities. That's how it works, isn't it?
Do you want
It
apple
does-
pie or not?
Yeah, no.
I would love an apple pie, thank you.
Anyway, look, you want the apple pie or don't you?
If you know what I mean.
I do. I do. Completely in context.
Comes with whipped cream.
I'll whip your cream.
Yeah, you will. Because of Emma, I've had all these weird pens have started appearing on my desk because she uses my little makeshift setup that I have as where she works during the day when she's on her laptop. And
At your modeling desk.
no, so next to the dining table. Because the
Ah,
dining
right.
table is
Now-
permanently, you know, miniature scenes.
Yeah.
And I've just noticed one of them she stole from Hyatt Regency, so good on her.
Take that, Hyatt Regency, and your free penning ways. I mean, I didn't know you had like this deep-rooted hatred for the Hyatt Regency Coolum.
I didn't
Which,
until I saw this
is it even
pen, and
called that
apparently I
anymore?
do.
Has it been called that since Big Kev bought it?
I have no idea. Well, no, it's not Big Kev. It's
Yeah, he's dead.
they look. They do look the same. I'll pay you that.
I mean, Clyde Palmer has not been relevant except to people on the Sunshine Coast for a long ass time. Hey,
He hasn't been relevant to people on the Sunshine Coast either.
wow.
I mean, he wasn't relevant when he was in the public light, as far as I'm concerned.
Hey, look, he gave everyone a DVD. That's okay with me.
Yeah, I was the fucker who had to deliver those DVDs at that point in time.
Yeah, so you're on Big Kev's payroll.
Who?
Clyde
Yes.
Palmer.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello.
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 Hey everyone.
Speaking
Hey.
of Big Kev's
Yes.
payroll.
Okay, so this
Strange out of context, I know.
yeah, I got no idea.
It's Mr. Alabama himself.
Alabama man.
Gonna start calling you Colorado Springs, boy. What we can do? I'll
Hello.
I'll translate.
Louisiana,
Hey.
isn't that more like the Bayou? Like, he needs to start playing a banjo?
Oh, that's true.
Oh, that's
Why
true, yeah, on
isn't
the
this
Mississippi.
working? Grr.
Banjos aren't a thing. I believe in banjos. It's fine.
I believe in banjos.
I don't.
Wow. Well, you're gonna have to start if you're moving to Louisiana. You're gonna have to start.
Pretty sure
believing
it's
in
a myth.
banjos.
I wouldn't believe in America would play something like that.
Ah.
Yeah, that's how they sing with all the fentanyl in their system.
Hello. Oh, yay, it's working.
Oh, good.
I can hear myself.
Oh,
I
there
can
you
hear
go.
myself too.
Can anybody hear me there?
Yes.
Okay, great.
No.
It's really annoying when you can't hear yourself talk because then you don't know how loud you talk.
Really? Because I don't shut
Uh,
up.
Yes, I realize that. I yell at you
Wow.
all the time.
Good. Well, let's keep it that way.
1 minute 21 and Glenn's not here. I am furious. That
You should
man,
be.
Oh,
it's
Well, I
just
mean,
not good enough.
You do have to apply the same standards as we do to Rob, so you may have to put a late in pre-pod a late in the chat. Because I feel like Rob should feel wronged if he cops heat every week and no one else does.
Yeah, but it amuses me when we hang shit on Rob.
Wow.
With Glenn,
It's
I'm
like
just
that.
actually angry. There's a
Oh.
difference.
Okay.
Gregors,
That's
I
fair,
also
that makes sense.
have a fire extinguisher table to roll on now as well. So just in case you want to pick up random fire extinguishers.
Wasn't your Oracle thing meant to do that?
No, I wanted a more specific. So
Did you
You've
find four
totally
different
lost
types?
me. What?
you don't remember last session.
Yeah,
it's
no,
okay.
it's a really obscure reference, eh?
It's like when people have to Google what's the terminal velocity of a killer whale and things like that. How much blood is inside a horse?
Speaking of horse blood,
Oh, there we go. Okay, 10 seconds to go. That sounds about right. Excellent.
Hey, I'm here before the countdown.
Yeah,
Two,
which I
one.
triggered a minute and a half late.
Oh,
Yeah, well, have
Alright,
you started yet? No.
I'm just doing a Rob.
Yeah,
There it
and
is.
we were treating you exactly the same.
Straight into the abuse.
oh, I'm feeling targeted today.
Well, you'll be a white boy in the south soon enough. You'll be fine.
Speaking of targeted. Alrighty, guys. So, session 17. Thank you for coming. We had a rather detailed session last time. You got a lot done. So starting the session, Rusty was asleep after possibly getting a concussion from being in a car accident. He was asleep in the ute in the soldier's jeep outside the military base. To bring him inside, Marvin decided to send his drone out to badger him. Then flew it back faster than Rusty could keep up with, and he managed to detonate a mine under himself. Luckily, it didn't outright kill him, so that was nice.
Luckily, Hal came to the rescue.
You went through the main communications tower of the base, found out that the bunker entrance was further inside, and beeline to try to get past the turrets. When you arrived at the door to the bunker, you found that the doors had not been powered on. So you had given the open command, but the doors themselves didn't have power to be able to open. So further work was needed with Hal protecting Marvin by hugging him, and also plugging himself into the doors to kickstart the power. You managed to hack your way through the blast doors. As a clutch maneuver from Marvin, he stayed behind to try to give the group more time by working on the turrets again. And after huffing a large amount of jet, he was able to speed through those hacking attempts and just get it completed before entering the bunker himself. You all ran in just after the turrets did a bit of a reset round. Once you made your way deep underground, you believe you're approximately 200 meters down at this point. You've followed this steep decline a long, long way into the darkness. And at the bottom, you came across an open garage area containing an armored personnel carrier. You then proceeded to make your way inside. As you started exploring, you came across a couple of Protectron units, which you then proceeded to murder. During the firefight with those protectrons, both Rusty and Marvin managed to expose some parts of a false wall at the end of the hallway that
yeah.
fell away. As soon as Rotclaw found himself a couch, he immediately decided that napping was the appropriate response, and he fell into a deep sleep.
Sounds about right.
Searching a little bit further through the bunker, you found a barracks or a rec area for where the soldiers would have slept and entertained themselves. You found the commander's office, a large infirmary that Abby has taken up as her own at this point in time. And you found a large workshop containing multiple suits of power armor. Now, you've, between Marvin and Rusty, you've gotten to work and identified that to get these sets of power armor up and running again, they're in varying states of functioning. It's going to take you approximately 18 hours in total. At the time that we come in tonight, it is about 6 hours down. So you've gone from lunchtime to 1800 hours. And Abby in the infirmary has put a note up on the door stating that she will heal people once you allow her to have a decent nap. So she is asleep inside. Marvin and Rusty are working hard, so 6 hours down, 1/3 of the way through the work to get these functioning. Now, when it comes to the fire extinguisher reference, Hal managed to set himself on fire with his own Molotov during the fights with the Protectron units, and immediately came back to the rest of the group. Rusty, instead of trying to find what it was that Hal was attacking, he looked for the nearest fire extinguisher and put Hal out.
Nice guy.
He was really nice. I thought that was super nice. So you know, as a group, you are all working very well together. Marvin is still very hungover from the jet that he had taken earlier.
Is it hangover or withdrawal?
I don't know. Like withdrawals, the
No,
next
I'm
step,
keeping
isn't
myself just. Yeah, I'm just keeping myself going with some side stuff before the withdrawals happen.
Just a cheeky little bit of Vicodin or something, just to take the edge off.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, well, some powder in one of the rooms, and that's keeping me going.
yeah, just
It's like someone's talcum powder for their feet. I see-
yeah. I'm going
I
for
see your-
something lower dose. It's salvia or something.
yeah, I see your bleeding nose, but honestly, it's not even remotely out of place.
So we open the scene tonight in the bunker. It is just coming in to 1800 hours. Abby is just waking up from her nap. Rotclaw has been asleep in the Colonel's bed. Hal, so we've got Abby's over here. We've got Rotclaw is over here in the Colonel's office. We've got Hal is in the next room on a robot recharging station to recharge himself. Rusty and Marvin are both in the workshop at bottom of screen.
Where's the collapsed wall?
So you have a wall here that you've found. Parts of it have been blown away by some of the gunfire. So it's just after the entrance to the infirmary and the workshop. You have this door here has been mechanically sealed by Rusty. He has deliberately damaged some of the hydraulics on it to stop it from opening. You have this door here. Rotclaw is the only person who took a look at it. It seemed to have a bit more advanced locks on it than the rest. It had words running across it which made him angry, and he proceeded to punch the shit out of and break the LCD panel on the handle
Good.
of the door.
Good. And we found 1 out of 2 consoles. Is there a
So
console in the commander's room there?
So Marvin has identified there was 3 terminals that needed to be accessed to completely
Yep.
take over the base. One of them was in the commander's room. One of them was in the tower on the top side. There is one more somewhere in the bunker.
And in the room with Leadfist McGee is there a computer there? Is it a green thing a computer? Was it-
sorry, Leadfist McGee. Who are you referring to?
Me.
Oh, hang on. No, not you, because there is a terminal there. Sorry, I'm charging in that room. No,
So
I'm charging over there.
You're up here.
As a Who's the yellow stalker next to the person sleeping there?
That's Abby's power armor over here.
Ah, that's a power armor frame. Gotcha.
Yes, yeah. So that's
Is there a computer in that room?
There is only basic medical text terminals.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. And we
So
obviously
stuff
haven't
that's
explored.
attached to specific equipment in there.
Yep. And we haven't explored the where the wall collapsed.
So where the wall collapsed, you haven't explored where through the sealed door or through the punched door. So
Yeah.
I think would be the
P door and the S door.
So first off, people who are sleeping, are you waking up at this point?
How long would I charge for? I'd probably need all night to charge.
How
unless
long have
it's
I been sleeping for?
So at this point, you've been you napped and then you moved to the bed across a 6-hour period. So Abby's been asleep for about 6 hours. Hal has been on charge for about 6 hours. Rusty and Marvin have been hard at work.
Yeah, I'll probably start to slowly wake up.
So, Rot Claws just sitting up on the end of the
sitting
bed.
in the end of the bed. Yeah, just
Smoker's
Playing
cough.
playing with himself.
scratching your ass and eating
Yeah.
whatever was in there to clean it out for the morning.
Yeah, scratching my balls. Just normal.
Eating that too. Yeah. Okay, that was nice. Any other RP, or are we just gonna go with that?
No, I'm quite happy to just do that for a good 10 minutes or so.
It takes Rocklaw a bit to wake up. That's
There's a lot to scratch and sniff.
And then start stroking my gun.
back to that. Okay, yep. Yeah, we did a bit of that last session, I think. So
Nice. All right. Who's going over to Abby to wake her up first? Obviously, I'm not as a robot.
does anybody want to wake up Abby?
Well, the goes as far.
You know what?
Do they
Marvin's gonna take a
dare?
5-minute break.
Yep.
Walk outside and see the sign on the door and go, okay.
So the instructions on the sign are do not wake me until 1800 hours, which it now is.
I put
They're
a
in the
picture
chat.
up so you could see it.
Yeah, it's in the chat.
I saw. So Marvin's gonna, knock on the door. Abby, you awake? Knock again.
No response. Yeah, yell this time and bang on the door.
Bit louder. Abby.
Start firing a gun.
That's the point. You could fire a gun.
And you just hear just a distant. What? What do you want?
Says the clinic's open.
Oh. Door. I'll be
Put
2
on-
minutes.
Put on pants, doctor. It's an emergency.
All right, so Abby's up. Do you require that you get back into your power armor to perform this, or are you
I
going to stay in
don't
your
think
civvies?
being in power armor is the best way to operate. So no.
I don't know. If you're trying to do hip replacements or things, I feel like you'd have an advantage with that. But
Yeah, she's not gonna be
No.
okie dokie.
So,
Anyway.
now that the clinic's open, Abby, can you just patch me up a bit? Just gotta steal a couple bruises and things and just taking off, showing them like shrapnel in the arm and everything from the explosions. You know, just a bit beat up.
Walk it off.
I'd feel it, but I'm on just a lot of things.
I don't have like a working area. What happened to my you know,
Do you want me to switch over to the picture or
Picture?
of the infirmary where you've got instruments and bits and pieces? There you go. That's the sawbones table.
right. What ails you?
Better be your bones.
Let's see. I've got a piece of metal here, a piece of metal here. I think this is a bullet.
That's extra bones. Fuck, this guy's kidding.
Right, get your kid off. Let's
And
go.
Right. And just not drawing attention to the fact I have an extra finger now.
Mm.
Just casually hiding that hand behind your back.
Just,
Don't worry.
You know.
Once you get off the once you get all your clothes off, Druggy, the extra finger's going to be the least of the embarrassing things. I say through telekinesis.
I swear I can hear hell in my head today.
It's quantum entanglement.
more
I wouldn't
jet.
worry about it.
Now, don't scream. And so
Oh.
I will do my best to heal.
Oh.
all right. So
What? No anesthetic? Ah!
You'll be right.
all right.
No, I'm sure I'll use anesthetic of some sort.
Of some sort. You've got everything to take the best care of people in this particular area.
Pretty sure this guy's going to be immune to everything you give him.
Was less effective than expected. All right. So Abby, if you can give me an intelligence plus medicine roll. That is
one success.
one success. Okay, good enough. So you've just woken up. You've done the best you can, not having to exhaust any of your own medical supplies. Marvin, you can be healed back to full health. If you have any injuries, that
Yay.
can be healed.
No, I'm good.
You're
So,
all good at the moment. Yep.
thanks, Doc. And I'll give them one cap. On my way out, just leave it on the bench.
Like an apple.
My work is
Yeah.
never done.
I'll send Rusty your way next. Rusty, tag, doctor's in.
I'll just come in holding my broken arm.
What seems to be the problem?
It's my leg.
It's the case of the Mondays by the look.
Is this Rusty?
Oh, I don't know anybody else named Rusty there. Yes.
I don't know. Where have you gone?
So
Where's Marvin gone?
Marvin was inside the workshop. That's fine. Rusty,
Yes.
you've picked up. Yes. He has
Throw him.
a very severe injury to his arm.
I can see your arm's not doing too well. Anything else I should know?
I think otherwise I'm pretty good. I mean, yeah, I'm at full health. But I'm pretty sure my arm's still broken.
Alright, let's take a look at it.
and after diligently working on you for the next hour or so, Abby manages to patch you up. You can heal your arm injury.
Wait, I didn't get consent. Was it right or left?
I think it was
Pretty sure it was the left, yeah.
because I was still shooting.
Yeah, because you were
does it
still
say on
you were
the
just
injury?
laying across it to brace it. Yes,
Fantastic. I'm on the right side.
famous last words.
You'd better amputate just to double down.
Please don't.
And this time I would have walked down and seen the sign on the door.
Did you get angry at the sign?
I did.
But
I didn't know
door
what
was
the
already
sign said.
open.
The door was already open, and as I walk in, I punch the sign and go, "Hey, boss, can you heal me up?"
While Rusty's there, completely naked.
I'm a
It's
I'm a
my
No,
arm.
we
I'm
didn't
a
get
super
naked for
mutant.
an arm wound.
Yeah, thank you.
I see you're a pants down pisser, Rusty.
Do I see the bottle cap that Marvin left?
Did you take that straight away, or did you leave that on the bench?
Well, I'm assuming you meant over here.
Sure.
So I wouldn't think that that's in your view.
Oh. I'll just
Yeah,
drop
I don't-
5 bottle caps somewhere and head out.
Random.
So Rotclaw storms in, punches the door into the wall.
Nice.
Actually, do I have bottle caps? No, I don't. I've only got 2. I'll get rid of my last 2 bottle caps.
You're making money doing this. Now, Rotclaw, you've already patched him up a couple of times between yourself and Marvin. You've done a fair bit of work on Rotclaw, and he kept doing worse damage to himself and causing internal bleeding again. He's going to take a bit of work as well to heal that. He's also quite badly, well, just messed up all around. He's taken a hell of a lot of laser fire from the turrets earlier on in the day.
Yeah, been sleeping for a bit, boss. Had to rest a little bit.
So after another solid hour of work, Abby, you heal Rotclaw up. So Rotclaw, you can return to full health and remove your torso injury.
Thanks, boss.
All right then, on your way.
So Rotclaw, are you returning back to the Colonel's office, or what are you doing at this point?
I'm just gonna go have a little bit of a look in the rooms.
Just the ones that have already been opened?
Yeah.
Stop in with Rusty and Marvin, see what they're doing.
Yeah, have a look.
As you walk down the hallway, can you give me a perception plus outdoorsman roll for me?
Oarsman. 0 successes.
0 successes. So at one point, it feels like something brushed you as you walked through the hall. But when you flick your head around, nothing's there.
Probably just a death claw. I wouldn't worry about it.
So Hal, you would have completed your charging cycle.
Okay, no worries.
at this point in time.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and well, I'm basically just gonna hover next to Abby awaiting orders. I mean, I'm a good robot.
Yep. So
Awaiting
you
orders, ma'am. If I'm not there yet.
so
Do I get to go down
you
the hallway?
head down the hallway. Can you give me a perception plus outdoorsman roll?
You want to just kill that image over?
Ah, apologies.
Whoop, that's right arm, wrong die. Ah, where's my other Fallout die? I've somehow lost one of those gigantic Fallout die.
All right. Can you roll to hit? I
anyway,
rolled a 17 and a
8,
torso.
13. So what? Perception plus
Outdoorsman.
outdoors. Yep, 1 success.
One success. So looking ahead on one of your views that you see some levels of infrared. You get an ever so brief glimpse of something small moving at about head height. And it
All right, I throw a
runs
Molotov at it.
up the hallway towards you
Yep, I'm going to attempt to throw a Molotov at it.
immediately. All right. So
Yep.
roll to hit.
Idiot Molotov. Yep. Roll to hit, did you say?
Yes.
All right. And that is 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay. So are you throwing this straight ahead and trying to hit the target, or are you throwing this at the ground in a certain spot ahead?
Trying
of
to hit
you?
the target.
So what you've
Just-
seen? Yep. So this is at about
Yep,
head
just panic
height.
throw.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Okay.
right. Just panic throw at the target.
Yep. So the Molotov doesn't connect with anything, hits the false wall behind. That whole wall then goes up in flames.
Good.
Now, Rotclaw, can you roll me an agility plus explosives roll? Because you would have been in the radius for that.
Okay, that is 1 success and 1 critical fail.
Okay. You have just stepped in the room. You were about to close the door behind you, and this Molotov goes off. It doesn't hit you directly, but some of it does splash onto your arm. Can you roll damage for that one for me, Hal?
Yep. Okay. Sorry, Brianna just stole a ton of my die. I've been trying to figure out where they are. They're in her dollhouse. I've been trying to figure out the riddle of like why I'm missing all these die. Thank you, bro. Alright, you can get back to fishing in the bar. Okay, roll for damage, 4d6. Alright. Sorry, I've been trying to solve a riddle while this is going on. 3 damage and persistent.
3 damage and persistent. Okay, so in which case, Rotclaw, you would have resisted most of that damage, but your arm is on fire as you've entered that room.
Oh, so he's been hit. Nice.
He has been hit. He was just closing the door behind him, so his arms copped it.
Well, there's a silver lining then.
The wall ahead of you is completely on fire.
Hope the wall's okay.
And the fuel that has burst gave you the ever so brief outline of a humanoid.
Oh.
Which did not ignite. It extinguished immediately.
Captains, humanoid detected.
So we are now in initiative order. Abby, you would have seen that from where you're standing explode outside the open doorway. Rotclaw, you've just been hit, so you know what's going on, and the other two were close enough they would have heard the Molotov go off. Abby, it's your turn first.
Okay. Do I have the ability of like trying to extinguish the flame?
So, as we did last time, you can look for a fire extinguisher if you would like, or do you have something else that you think would be nearby in an infirmary that would be appropriate?
Look for a fire extinguisher. He's been dying for this for the last 2 weeks.
I just like the idea. We did
There's
roll
gotta
it.
be like, I don't know, IV bags somewhere.
Spraying IV on the fire. Let's go.
It'll be fine. 3-liter ones. I'll find
Basically
those.
water. Yeah.
3-liter IVs. Do they exist?
They're not for IV use, but they're the big bags.
Okay.
I feel like
Okay.
Marvin's
Normally
gonna be
for
really...
like state washouts, like urinary washouts and stuff.
Okay.
I feel like Marvin's gonna be really sad you didn't give him an IV drip for his hangover, and you just spraying it on a fire instead.
Lobbing it on a fire. All right. So you know what you're looking for in here. It's a case of you're trying to find it. So can you give me a perception plus medicine roll? One success. Okay. So in which case, yes, you have found exactly what you're looking for.
Whatever
On
it hell was you said.
a 3-liter IV. Is this just a saline solution, or is there something specific in there?
Yeah, so not an IV, it's just a saline bag.
Okay, so a big fucking saline bag.
With
Yes.
alcohol.
And
There's no
you
alcohol in it.
lob that on the wall that is up in flames, and it at least puts part of it out. So that part is just smouldering. Next up would be Rusty.
The fire's right in front there, hey?
Yeah, so the door is currently... We've said that door is closed over. But you know that there's a Molotov has just gone off because Rotclaw's just been hit by it. As he's come into the room to check in on you guys.
And I guess presumably at this point you know what the source of Molotovs is when you're in chaos scenarios.
Say, are you and Hal fighting again? That's my
No,
turn.
absolutely not.
That's your turn, nice. RP for the win, let's go.
Excellent. Alright, Rotclaw, reacting to being hit by a Molotov.
I just start patting down my arm that's still on fire, just going,
Mhm.
what the fuck just happened?
So in which case, if you can give me an agility plus explosives to try to pat the fire out before it does further damage.
Freaking hell. 1 success, 1 critical fail.
Okay. So that does burn at the top of your turn. So, Hal, can you roll damage for me again?
Sure can. 5 and persistent.
Okay, so 5 energy damage, and you are still on fire. So that means you would take 1 point of damage.
1 damage, yep.
So your armor's holding up, but you are still on fire. You have not managed to put it out. You will still have a minor action if you would like to move or do something else.
Can I use the minor action to try to pat it out again, or use
No,
action?
so
point?
that uses a major action. If you would like to use 2 action points, you can give yourself another major action.
Yep,
Yeah,
I'll
do
do
it.
that.
Mhm.
And try to put it out again.
Alrighty, so give me another roll. So agility plus explosives.
Oh, for fuck's sake, 2 fails.
2 fails. Still burning.
Sure.
So you do still have a minor action there.
Roll around on the ground. Going, ow!
Okay. Alright, I'll say if you're willing to go prone with your minor action there and roll around on the ground, at the start of next turn that will be extinguished.
Yep, I just keep rolling, screaming in agony.
So up next is Marvin.
I'm just gonna look up from where I'm working. See Rockclaw. Can I see Hal from where I am?
No, the door's closed.
Just sigh and walk over. Assist with putting out the flames. Just grabbing like a heavy blanket if I've got anything nearby, or just stomping on him.
Just stomping on him. Okay. Blankets in
He's a
short
superman.
supply
He can take it.
in here, but yeah, just stomping on him to help him put the flames out. Yes.
Yep.
So as he falls to the ground, he's rolling, you're stomping, the flames petter out.
Thank you.
So
Why'd you set yourself on fire?
I don't know what the hell just happened.
Hal, you've just freaked out and thrown a Molotov.
Mhm. I'll move up my because I've detected what I presume to be an
Ever so
unidentified
briefly. Yep.
humanoid object, a UHO. I'll move me a full up minor. Where do we get to there?
So that'll basically get you up to the wall itself.
Okay. Now, is this adjacent to where I saw the humanoid? Or
Yeah.
was it deeper?
So yeah, you would have
Okay.
seen basically exactly where
Where I am.
you detected
Alright.
this just briefly. You're
Right.
basically standing on their position.
I'm going to make a blind sweep with my Ripper.
Mhm.
Just
Okay.
within my whole melee range.
Yep.
Brom,
So just-
just sweep it around.
Mhm.
Yeah, cleave if you like. I'm going to do a cleave with the Ripper.
So roll to hit.
All right, I'm going to use an action point.
Sure.
Two successes.
2 successes. Okay. So with Abby standing right there and you swinging around wildly, can you roll me a d4? 1 to 2 means you don't hit Abby.
Oh, rude.
3 to 4 means you have swung at her.
I'm sorry, Mummy. I didn't mean to. So that would be a 2. 2 was rolled.
2 was rolled. Excellent. Okay. So you have swung around, and as you're revving the Ripper up, you do not make contact with anything. You swing
Okay.
around, full 360 with this running.
Oh. Okay.
And you're essentially just standing, swinging around with this Ripper going full bore, while steam is just pouring off the wall that has just been extinguished by Abby.
Now, keep in mind, I'm the only one that's seen anything.
And you haven't announced anything yet?
I did say enemy detected.
Oh, sorry, you
on the
did say
previous
enemy.
turn.
Okay, yep. So,
enemy is not in the current location. Or enemy is not in their previous location, Captain, and is not visible to me.
so after that happens, you wait a few seconds. And Hal, can you give me a perception plus outdoorsman again?
Yep.
As you're frantically looking around.
That would be 4 successes.
4 successes. Okay.
Sorry, no, neither of them are tagged. Sorry, 2 successes then.
2.
No, there's a 1. 3 successes. I got there in the end.
Okay.
It was a 1 and a 3, and I was just really excited about rolling that.
I should just wait and go. Okay, once you've got it out of your system. All right, so we're up to 3 successes.
Yeah, we'll go with 3.
So as you're swinging around with your Ripper, back at the doorway to the Colonel's office, an Assaultron materializes and you spot it just as it fires its eye laser at you. So because you managed to spot it, you can attempt to dodge
Okie dokie.
this shot as it's incoming. So if you can give me an agility plus energy weapons.
Yep. 1 success.
1 success. Okay. So in which case you just about get out of the way. It just fires it off, and the shot glances off you. That does 8 damage, energy damage,
Yeah.
and stuns you.
Dodge. Okay, well,
The
Hal is dead.
Soltrons are hardcore, man.
Yep. Hal is at 0 health currently.
And it disappears.
Hal crumples to the ground.
Okay, so Hal is currently disabled. So you guys would have heard the energy build up as this laser has gone off. Abby, you would have just been out of line of sight, but you would have seen the energy beam hit Hal in front of you as he's fallen to the ground. So Abby, it's your turn.
I'm going to run back and put on my armor.
So I would say the minor action to get back there, and then major action to get back into your armor.
Mhm.
Are you using any action points?
No.
No, not at this time. Okay. All right. Up next is Rusty. So you would have just heard outside the door the sound of Hal with his Ripper at full volume, and then the large energy build up and release, and then the clanging of Hal falling to the ground.
Yeah, I imagine it would not be quiet. They
Quiet.
come crashing to down all 350 odd pounds of me, hey?
Yeah.
Or 600 or whatever it was, something heavy.
Recognize the sound of that energy build-up.
Ooh, give me a perception plus energy weapons, I guess. Yeah.
Energy weapons is 0, I think.
Oh, sorry. Recognizing it would be
Perception is 8.
intelligence.
No, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Okay. Perception. We're happy with that. Yep.
Yeah. No expert in energy weapons.
That's all
Oh,
right.
I did get a 3. 1 success
1 success.
with
Okay.
perception. Yeah.
You have trained alongside Assaultrons at different times, so you recognize straight away the sounds that you were hearing.
Mm,
Keep the
not
door
good,
closed.
Rocklaw. I think that's an Assaultron on the other side of this door.
That's right. If we just don't open it,
He
It will
says,
I'm fine with this.
"We'll get
it will
some-
just move on.
They're like a tiger.
I will wait for someone else to open the door.
Right.
That's
That's right. We just stay here. It's fine.
All right, Rusty, are you holding any actions? Are you?
Yeah, okay, yeah. If someone else opens the door, I'll attack.
If anything
I
comes in
believe there's
within
a robot
range?
behind there, so I will attack the robot behind there.
Okay.
As in Hal?
No, the Thotron.
Which is stealthed.
Well, I will try.
Okay. Sure.
I've got enough ammo to waste.
All right. Rocklaw, it is your turn. You are currently lying on the ground. You have been rolling around, and you've just been stomped, but the flames are out on your armor.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pop up and just slowly open the door and look out, just like a peek hole.
Stealthing.
Okay. So we open the door just a crack.
Yep.
So you're looking down the hallway.
I'm just seeing if I can see anything.
Anything? Yep. So if you can give me a perception plus outdoorsman roll.
At these rolls. 2 successes.
2 successes. You just make out the shimmer of a stealth unit just as it ducks around the corner up the hallway.
Okay. I slam this door shut.
Mhm.
And go, yeah, there's a stealth something out there. I don't know what it is. And actually, can I use my major action? That was a minor, wasn't it?
So your minor was to get up from prone.
Oh, okay.
So I'm saying your major was to open up the door and do the check. You do
Alright.
have action points if you'd like to add more.
Yeah. Let's add another two action points.
Give you another major.
Yep. And I'm going to open the door, chuck out a frag mine on the ground, and shut the door again.
Like on me or
Like-
at the thing that moved?
Like
Well,
in-
I didn't see you. I only saw the.
So
Hang on. Well, you saw the thing, right? So did you throw the... What I'm asking is, did you drop it outside the door, or did you throw it at the thing going around the corner?
I threw it towards the direction of where I saw that shimmer.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's fine.
Okay, so we will say that a frag mine has been dropped there, just outside the door.
Or should
No,
we
not just
plasma
outside the
mine?
door. Down.
It's
Down
not a
the way.
grenade.
I got told last time I wasn't allowed to throw things like a frisbee.
It's not a frag grenade. It's a frag mine.
Like
You can
frisbee.
drop them
I still
within
reckon
melee
I
range.
see. I reckon I should be able to frisbee it at
A
least
mutant could so
a couple of
frisbee it, mine.
meters at least. But yeah,
But the thing is, you wanted to frisbee it and then it blow up. But for placing them, surely you could frisbee them with a throwing roll.
I mean, isn't this a narrow hallway?
This is a narrow hallway, yes.
And he's kind of throwing it straight.
Are you arguing for us or against us, or a third option?
Probably against you, because like if you're throwing it across to Abby's door, it's just going to bounce off the door and still land on
On
Hal.
Hal. If
well,
you throw
I
it
didn't
down
see.
the
I
hallway,
didn't see Hal. I threw
Yeah,
it.
you don't know that.
I think the
agree with
door's
you.
probably banging against Hal on the, on the
All
ground
right. Well,
as you're opening
that's
it.
the case. I'm frisbeeing it as far as I can frisbee it without it exploding
Down the hallway.
down the hallway as far as it will physically go. What do I have to roll for that?
All right. So
Not expecting it to blow up.
Not expecting it to blow up. Yes.
that is going to be an agility. You're trying to frisbee this. This is not about sheer strength.
Yeah,
here.
so it's
Yeah.
agility and throwing,
Yeah.
right?
Agility and throwing. Yeah, that sounds about
Okay.
right.
Well, I have nothing in throwing. I have 6 agility. Here we go. 2 failures coming up. Oh my god! If anyone's watched my stream, I have 3 successes. I
Nice.
got a 1 and a 6.
Never doubted.
Oh, bullshit! I doubted myself.
Well, it's
Somehow
simply mine.
the frag mine lands just before the corner of where the hallway turns.
How the
Well,
fuck
we're
did
not
that
walking-
happen?
We're not walking down there. That's fine. Who cares?
And settles in place. Now, can you give me a luck plus explosives roll?
Yes. Sorry, I just walked away from the computer. I'll come back. All right. Luck plus explosive. Oh yeah, that's not good. So 1 failure and 1 critical fail.
Okie dokie. Excellent. So up next is Marvin.
The mine is useless.
Well, I'm guessing now I know that there is a stealth unit around,
Mhm.
but it's outside the door.
That is currently
current-
open a crack.
Since we're in a workshop area, is there like a bucket of paint around?
Ooh, okay. Let's take a look. You want to give me a perception plus repair roll? See what you can find for me.
Sure. One success.
One success. Yep. So it is in drab military green, but you do find a bucket of paint.
Hand it to Rocklaw. Hey, if you go out there, cover the robot on this so it can't go, invisible.
Okay. Sure.
And then, with my minor action, I'm just going to trade out my musket with a combat knife
Easy.
and have that ready at my hand.
Just waiting.
Yep.
Alrighty. Hal,
All right. Well, it's
roll a
D&D
d20
rules,
for me.
so
Yeah.
one success.
Excellent. Okay.
Got the fat one.
Got the fat one. What? Ah. Okay. So what you will see, Rotclaw, are you still peeking out the door?
No.
Nope. Okay. So you've just
I,
left it
I shut the door after it,
Just-
I threw the mine.
just shut. Okay.
So it's either nothing or what we hear. I'm hoping for the latter. Abby's
Hal?
door's open still.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Abby's
Yeah.
door is open. Hal, can you give me a perception plus outdoorsman roll?
I'm dead or I'm unconscious. I can't roll perception when I'm unconscious.
You are currently not active.
You're a standby mode.
You're not dead. I am still
Yeah.
going to allow you to still perceive some
Okay.
stuff.
Okay. Perception plus
You've
outdoors.
still got
Well,
some
it's
senses that might
well,
be
two
working.
successes.
2 successes. Okay. So for everybody else, could I get a perception plus outdoorsman roll as well? Abby, that's including you.
2 fails.
2 fails as well.
Rusty?
Yep. I gotta get 14 or less. Oh, 2 fails.
Wow. Against 14?
I rolled 2 15s.
Don't roll your D&D weighted dice. This is Fallout. You've got other
No, I'm
weighted
using
dice.
Google Dice.
Use the ones you roll for players, not the ones you roll as a DM.
Yeah, exactly. You got it
Mm.
all mixed around.
Hal,
Okay.
you perceive with your
Awesome.
limited capabilities.
Yeah, this is like Voyager 1 type limited capabilities.
And Abby, you hear just outside of your range of sight a clank. And Hal, the frag mine is now sitting back next to you again.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to be doing nothing about it, so whatever. It's lucky it's not a proximity mine.
Abby, it is your turn. You have just suited back up and heard a clank. So first you heard a frisbee and a clank of a frag mine landing further down the hallway, and now you've heard it much closer.
So that doesn't sound great then. If I look for rope to use as a lasso to like pull Hal back into the room.
Look, you are in power armor. I was about to say he's fucking heavy, but you're in power armor that's got full servos. I would say yes. What would you have in a medical setting that might be appropriate?
Rope for euthanasia? Oh, I guess that's not appropriate though.
I mean, with how close he is, I mean, you could try to grab him and pull him back.
Grab one of my mandibles.
Just don't grab his maintenance port.
But he might like that.
No, that's exactly it. He would like that and come back to life straight away.
Mm. Yeah, by default, when I go unconscious, my maintenance arm extends.
Maintenance extended to full mast, sir.
Mm.
Actually, yes. There could be soft suction tubing. That I may be able to fashion a loop out of and use that.
All right. So you're gonna go with the lassoing option?
Yeah.
I would say yes, that would be fine. From your previous role, when you're looking around, you've seen where bits and pieces in this area, what items are here. So yes, you could fashion that quickly. Can you give me a strength plus throwing roll?
A critical success and success.
You lasso him, and as expected, the material holds, and you yank him back into the infirmary right next to you. Hal, with that, you have one more success against your rolls automatically for that action.
Hell yeah.
Rusty, you're up next.
Ross 2.
Oh, as in I'm now.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Just checking my inventory.
All good.
I do have this fusion core here,
Oh god.
but yeah, that might be a bit overkill.
Talk me through it. What are you thinking?
Oh, I was thinking some kind of homemade grenade. But that might be
That's going to
overkill.
blow up the bunker.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably not a great idea.
I was going to say, did you see Terminator 3?
What if I like crawl and open the door?
Yep. So you get down prone.
So that'll be a minor action.
Yeah, that's still your movement, but you are harder to hit from range. So you're opening the door just a crack or all
Yeah.
the way, or
Just a crack first.
so you peek outside. Immediately in front of you is a frag mine at head height.
Oh. I ain't good at explosives.
Can you give me a perception plus outdoorsman roll?
Okay.
What do you mean at head height?
14 or less,
Oh, well,
I
he's
get
he's
4 and
crawling towards it.
15.
Oh.
So just one success.
One success. Okay. Can't make out anything further down the hallway. But your gaze is looking at Rotclaw's frag mine, and you are very, very close to it in an uncomfortable kind of way.
Yeah, all right. I'll crawl backwards.
So closing the door behind you?
I was going to leave it slightly ajar
Slightly
so
ajar?
we could keep an eye on things.
Sure. What you did also notice is Hal is no longer in that position outside the door as well.
That's good because there's a mine there.
All right, Rotclaw.
Hmm?
From where you're standing, with Rusty opening the door, you are looking directly at the frag mine that you threw down the hallway.
Yeah, so I can. Okay, so I can see that. Yep. Do I see any shimmer
Give me a
like
perception plus
before?
outdoorsman.
That is 1 success.
1 success. Can't see anything down the hallway further.
All right. I can. All right. Let's just pop my head out and see if anything open fires, and if it does, I'll try to dive back in.
Okay, so you're sticking your head outside the door.
Yeah, just putting my head out and having
Mhm.
a look. And if nothing attacks me, I'm gonna move down the hallway, avoiding the mine, of course, because I can see where it is. And when I get near the end of the hallway, I'm just gonna throw the paint.
Okay.
Blindly.
Right. So when you poke your head out,
Hmm?
nothing attacks you.
Okay.
The frag mine is armed. You can see that.
Yep.
So you're wanting to move past it.
Yep.
Okay. So you would be attempting to move to there. Give me an agility plus explosives roll to try to dodge past it without setting it off first.
Agility, explosives. That is 1 success.
1 success. So you just stay outside of the radius of what you know will guaranteed set it off instantly. You get to the end of the hallway, so from here you can basically see the 2 doors ahead of you.
Yep.
And you're just throwing the paint at that general direction, or
I'm throwing the paint so like it's gonna land on the floor. It's gonna get a bit in the air, like just like just up, so it just goes up and comes down.
just trying to
Yeah,
get
it's
a
like-
bit of
it's like a-
coverage?
It's like a big football pass. You're going like backwards, and your body goes whoosh and just
Yeah.
like spraying it.
Yep. Okay. So in which case you throw the paint. First off, can you give me strength plus athletics? You're just trying to get a good heave out of this paint.
Yep, that's 1 success.
1 success. So you get paint all over the place. It's up the doors, it's on the ceiling, it's on the wall to your right. It's sprayed a little way down the hallway.
Does it cover anything? Can I see anything?
It's
as
covering
such?
everything that you've already seen.
All right, and I'm gonna use another 2 action points to move back into the room.
That would only cost you 1 for a minor action.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's 2 for a major or 1 for a minor.
Oh, yep.
So when you move back again, can you give me another agility plus explosives roll to try to get past your frag mine?
Gonna use a luck to re-roll.
Mhm.
Fuck. 3 failures.
3 failures.
Uncritical.
So the frag mine, you gingerly try to step over. You think you're outside of the radius, and it goes off. Underneath you, throwing
Right
you
up the dart.
through the doorway, on top of Rusty.
Bet Rusty's best day of his life.
Rusty just keeps getting crushed by other people, I've noticed.
Do
So,
you want the damage?
if you can roll the damage up for me.
Yeah. 2, 2, 2, 2, 6, 6.
So that will be 10 physical damage.
That's only 7.
Yep. So 7 damage. You are now prone on top of Rusty. You've been blown through the doorway. The door is now gone. It's mangled against the false wall.
And I look up at Marvin and go, "Your paint's thrown."
Great. Did you get him?
Nah.
Oh. Huh.
I set off the mine also, if you can't tell.
So
Yeah, and I
Marvin,
don't think you hit him with that either.
from
No,
where
for
you're standing,
for some reason it came back. I did throw it, but it came back.
Hmm.
Guess he kicked it back or something.
yeah, Marvin, from where you're standing, you would have just seen the explosion go off just outside of your line of sight, and all of these frags and bits of shit lodge in the shelves and the toolboxes and the back wall of the workshop.
Well, good thing you didn't hit the power armor.
Mm.
And with that, Marvin, it's your turn.
This time, I'm going to find another bucket of paint.
Yeah, you can do it this time.
Yep, so perception plus repair.
Yep. 3 fails.
3 fails. There's no paint left in this place.
Shit. All right, then. Is that my minor or major?
That would be your minor.
Then, holding action. If I see a robot come through that door, that's not how. I'm going to stab it with my knife.
Got it.
Clarification.
What if it looks like Hal?
Stabbing it with the knife. Has to be Hal specifically.
You can tell because I've got a Protectron on my head and a Vault
He's a pretty unique
Survivor
one
on my
at the
back.
moment.
Yeah, like you can't
True.
miss me.
True.
And he's got hands falling out of his inventory port, and he sounds like an air conditioning unit rattling
We've
past.
shared some special moments. I could tell Hal apart from other robots.
Damn right.
Hal, can you roll me a death saving throw?
Saved again. Stable. Let's go.
You are stabilized. Your systems have recovered from that shot, and you are laying on the ground. You can have 1 hit point. And next turn, you can try to get up if you want, but you are extremely weak.
Okay.
Let's see. We've got no doors. We've got no doors. Cool. Can everyone give me a perception plus outdoorsman roll, please?
Fails.
Okay, 1 success from Abby.
2
2
successes.
successes for Rusty.
Okay, 2 for Rusty, 2 for Rocklaw,
2 for Hal.
2 for Hal. So everybody except for Marvin.
Rip.
You hear down the hallway a splush splush. something running in a puddle.
Running.
The paint did work.
It's a muddy puddle. Peppa Pig. Shoot it and eat it.
Abby, top of the round. It's your turn.
Well, I head towards the door and poke my head out. Do I see anything?
As you poke your head out, you see standing green feet exposed, and then a red laser opens up on you. So can you give me an agility plus energy weapons roll to try to dodge this shot? Two fails. You take the full brunt of a laser shot from this Assaultron to the chest. So it does 14 energy damage with piercing.
I can't edit again.
I'll fix it.
And also I've got 3 resistance energy.
Yep, so that
And
brings
physical.
you down to 11 damage you will take. That brings you down to 11 health. Okay. So that was your minor action. Are you doing anything for your major action?
I still throw at him then. Throwing spear. 1 success.
1 success is enough. Roll damage.
Ooh. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 damage and 2 effect.
Okay, which one of them is vicious? So it takes a guaranteed 1. And piercing. Okay, so a solid hit into the arm of the Assaultron. All right. Up next is Rusty. So you are underneath Rotclaw at the moment.
Would I still be able to take a shot?
If you want to try to crawl out from under him first, sure.
What about just with him on top?
You're not currently in line of sight.
Ah, okay.
I can't be your
Yeah.
armor.
Why not?
Leave Rotclaw as your armor. That works.
Yeah, that's my job.
All right, I'll crawl forward.
So first thing, if you can give me a strength plus athletics to try to get out from underneath
Yeah,
the bulk of
I'm pretty
Rotclaw.
heavy.
5 + 1 is 6. All right. No, I'm not going anywhere.
All right. In which case, would you like to hold your action, or
Yeah.
try
If I
again using
see
your
the
major?
robot, I will take a shot.
Okay. So currently, how I picture it,
Rockclaw, get off me.
you're currently on the ground on your stomach.
Yeah.
Because you were crawling before. So yeah. So you're ready to take a shot. You just need Rotclaw off you. All right. Up next is Rotclaw.
Alright, I'm gonna roll. Well, just hop up.
Mhm.
And
So that's your
Hearing-
minor to get up.
yep, hearing what happened, I'm going to frisbee another frag mine. But this one's going to be a plasma mine
So at Abby or
down the hallway.
okay. Well, you've used your minor action to get up.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Are
Okay.
you
All right. So
spending your
I'll
your
do
action point to
the
get
action
another
point
lighter? Yep.
to get to the door,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll frisbee it down towards the creature.
Okay.
I don't know what it is yet.
Yeah. So you come around the corner just after it has blasted Abby, and then a spear has gone the opposite way into it.
Mhm.
Can you give me an agility plus throwing roll?
One success.
One success. All right. So can you then give me a luck plus explosives roll?
Now, is it my current luck or
Your
max luck?
current luck. That's
Luck,
the whole
current luck.
point. That's if you
Right.
spend it, you can't use it.
One success.
One success. Okay. So a frag mine goes.
Plasma mine.
Sorry, plasma mine goes flying down the hallway, lands at the feet of the assaultron.
Perfect.
All right. Up next is Marvin.
Seeing Rocklaw do that and hearing all the commotion, I'm gonna step into the hallway, I guess between Avi and Rocklaw.
Mhm.
Laser rifle in hand, open fire on the robot first.
Yep. Roll to hit.
Two successes.
Two successes. Easy.
Yep.
So roll for damage.
Right. Yeah. Just roll again. That one. Fuck. All right. So that is
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5 damage with an effect.
What have you got on your?
I got burst and piercing.
Okay, so piercing straight up.
Or can I actually burst onto the plasma mine?
Look, I will allow it if you give me a perception plus energy weapons roll.
Fair.
Would a bullet actually set off a mine?
It's a plasma. Well, I'm shooting a energy rifle, so plasma
Let's-
means
well-
energy.
Let's find out.
Well, sorry, what was it? Perception and
And energy weapons. So this is
Energy.
you trying to just
oh yeah, then 2 successes again.
two successes, easy. So you hold down the trigger and absolutely fucking unload at this thing. The energy shots seem to get almost wholly absorbed by this robot. You sweep down at the plasma mine, and a whole string of shots go into it. And it detonates. Rotclaw, can you please roll damage for your plasma mine?
Okay. 1, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 4, 2, 4. That's pretty shit.
Okay, remove all the 3s and 4s for me.
1, 2, 2, 5.
Nice.
All right.
And it's got vicious. It's got vicious, right?
So it's got a guaranteed 1 damage. And the plasma mine goes off underneath it. It does throw the Assaultron back
Done.
onto its back. It is not
Ooh.
dead. It is completely in the middle of the paint.
Did the
This is-
stun effect do anything? Or maybe that's this, is it?
So it is currently lying prone.
It currently like seeping into the,
So
you know,
Paint.
it actually turns into acid, and you know, it's like Terminator.
So, Abby, you can remove one barbed spear. That one's not coming back.
Sorry,
Oh
boss.
no.
That's going on your list of crimes. Destruction of. Don't forget, we've still got an investigation to occur. So that's destruction of
What?
NCR property.
No, you've been reprogrammed. You don't know this shit anymore.
No, I have not been reprogrammed to not do the right thing yet.
Yeah, no, that's still happening.
Okay.
Question. Why is it prone when he said he was knocked on his back?
Prone is not upright.
That's supine.
Very well, it has been knocked supine. Is that better for you? Are you
Yes.
you happy
thank
now?
you.
Can
I
I move
already
on?
struggle at work. I literally have to go, okay, are we doing prone? They'll ask, are we doing prone? And I'll be like, hang on a minute. I gotta think, what's the other one? Supine. No, supine's the other way.
All right. What is it when they're on their side, so I can make an entire table that I can refer to next time?
Lateral left or
Porcupine.
lateral right?
Okay. Excellent. I will note those down. Supine.
Very important.
We're gonna get very descriptive from now on. So with that, Hal, your systems have rebooted you from after that damage. You are weak but functional. You can
Okay.
get up.
Let's do action surge, and we'll have two sets of 2 more action points, please.
Action points. Bop, bop.
Yep.
And then are we spending them straight
Um,
away, so it was pointless me adding them?
Yes. I'm going to. So movement out, minor movement out into the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
okay.
I'm using my major as a minor or whatever.
All right, so minor
basically
to
I'm
get
moving
back
in
up
next-
first.
Yep, and then I'm going to
Then
consume that to move
major.
out in the hallway.
Yep, to get out into the hallway.
All right, how far can I get?
I'm going to say that you can make it, if you're trying to gun it as far as you can, that's how far you can
Yeah.
make it. You then have spent
Yep.
2 action points on another major action.
Okay.
What are you wanting to do with that?
I'm going to throw a frag grenade
Mhm.
at the thing.
So roll to hit.
Yep, no worries. So that is 1 success.
1 success, that's enough. Roll for damage.
All right. Where's another die? All right. The numbers are. That's out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage and vicious. That makes it 6 damage total.
So just enough. How does the Assaultron die?
I move over him and teabag him and crush him with my crutch.
Covering yourself in green paint, you see the large, smoking, sparking, falling apart form of Hal teabagging an Assaultron as it is crushed and stops moving.
While I'm sitting on it, I reach down and tear out its laser eyes and I lick it. Or I lick it with the Protectron head where the tongue would be. So it's a little bit weird. People have got to use their theater of their mind a little bit. But basically, it looks like I've bent down and ripped out its eyes and holding them gloriously and then rubbing against the Protectron head on myself.
This is
You sick bastard.
as he's getting more covered in green paint the entire time. It's looking very tribal at the moment. Big splashes.
Who's got an STD now?
And that might have been a little premature.
Shit.
With that, The three of you standing at the end of the hallway, directly behind you, you hear a mechanical voice come out stating, "Commie threat detected," and the false wall comes down. And
Comes
a
down.
slides into the floor, and a sentry bot is standing behind you.
Oh Christ!
Everybody in the hallway, can you please roll agility plus athletics for me?
Oh no.
Abby, I would say that is you as well.
Oh, one success.
2 successes.
0 successes. Really needed a success there.
All right. So Marvin's 1 success. Is that correct?
Yep.
Rotclaw
2.
2. So Hal's the only 0 successes.
Uh-huh.
Okie dokie. So Rotclaw, you jump into to your right, back into the workshop. Marvin, you're close behind him. Abby, you roll backwards into the infirmary.
I'm just left standing there like a deer with his dick out.
Hal licking the face of the Assaultron as the sentry bot charges down the hallway, pinning him against the wall.
Oh dear God.
So from here, we are running initiative order. Abby, you've just rolled out of the way as the sentry bot has charged past you.
Okay. Get out as far as I can.
You'd be able to make it back out into the middle of the hallway if you want.
Okay. Oh no, where do I end up out there? Oops.
Out there.
Okay, throw.
What are you throwing?
D.
Go for it.
Ooh. Nat fail and success.
All right, roll damage for me.
Five, 6, 7 plus 2 effect.
Okay, so 7 damage. You throw the spear as hard as you can into the back of the sentry bot. It hits and glances off. It does not do enough damage to pierce the armor on the back of this thing. Up next is Rusty. So you, from your prone position, have just seen a sentry bot steam past and everybody barrel out of its way, and heard the crunch as it hits Hal into the wall at the end of the hall. What would you like to do?
was muted. I'd like to get up into a kneeling position
Mhm.
and try and shoot it in the back
Okay. I'll say that you can.
if I've got enough movement.
Well, because you're currently prone inside the workshop, I would say that your minor action will get you up into a kneeling position. You can pop your head out from there and shoot it in the back. So roll a hit.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. How many action points have we got? I might
One.
use that one.
Mhm.
So rolling 3 dice.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay. So you generate 2 action points back.
Okay, 8d6. Now I had a perk that let me reroll.
Most of it's when aiming, isn't it?
Or is that the luck roll? Luck. Oh,
Yeah. So your 3 that let you re-roll
the
are all based
constant.
on aim.
I was looking at concentrated fire. When using aim, I didn't use aim.
Yeah.
All right. So 6. So I'm going to get rid of the 4s and 3s. So 6, 5, 6, 1, 5, 6. That's 6 damage by my count.
Mm-hmm. With piercing.
3 piercing.
So
Or 4 even.
you can only trigger each effect
Okay,
once.
each thing once.
Yeah. So if you've got two different types of effects, you can trigger both of them. If you roll multiple. So you manage to hit him square in the shoulder. It does go through, but it doesn't seem to do much to slow him down.
Mm.
Okay, up next is Rocklaw. You've just dived out of the way of this thing charging.
So am I prone or am I?
No, you are upright inside
I'm upright?
the workshop at the moment.
All right, cool. I'm gonna stick my head out and open fire with the machine gun.
Okay, it is very crowded in this doorway. So if you want to walk out into the hallway, you can. If you want to slip
Sure.
past everybody.
Yeah, that's fine.
And opening fire with your machine gun, yeah?
Yep, 2 successes.
Yep. So that generates you an action point. Roll for damage.
1, 5, 6, 6, 3, and a 4. So you don't worry about the other 2. Yep.
Okay. So you put a full rattle into the back of this sentry bot. Every
Does that
single one
trigger
of
a burst?
that does trigger a burst. However, you've got between you and the sentry bot, you have Abby and you have Hal. So if you're going to burst it, I'm going to have you roll as to who you're hitting.
I will just leave it like that because the boss is in the way.
Okay.
Correct
So
answer.
you don't do any visible damage. You make a few dents in his armor, and that's about it.
Right.
Oh, dent is visible. Visibly useless.
Marvin, you're up next.
Well, I'm guessing I have to get back up, so
So
pop out.
you've run in behind Rotclaw. You are currently upright.
I thought it was exploded in.
No. This was you guys bailing out of the way after hearing the voice of the robot
Right.
behind you.
This stuff. All right. Minor action. I'm gonna take a round of jet.
Yep. Suddenly
Then-
hyper aware of everything that's going on around you.
can I use one of my new major actions to run?
Yeah.
Oh, sprint. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Gonna sprint up to the robot.
I'll say with Jet,
And-
you can make it there. Are you trying to get within melee range?
Yep.
Mhm.
And stab her with my knife.
Yep. So roll to hit.
Oh, there we go. 3 successes.
So you generate 2 action points. Roll for damage.
Again. Alright, so that is 2, 4, 5 damage with 1 effect. Piercing.
So you find a gap between a couple of armor panels and plunge your knife in. You've hit something, and it twitches slightly at that point. But that's it. So you've done a tiny amount of damage to it.
That's me done.
Hal 9001. You're up. You are currently, you've just been smashed against the door that Rotclaw punched last session.
Yep. So the only question I've got is for my mandibles. Are they constrained from moving, or is it just my body?
I am not saying that you're constrained. You've more just been pushed into this position. You're not being
Okay.
grappled at this point. You're not held.
Well, let's pretend I'm being leaned on. I spin my head around while the body's still constrained, and I plunge the Ripper, or attempt to plunge the Ripper into this thing.
Mhm.
I'm going to use an extra action point.
Use an action point. Yep.
That is 3 successes.
Easy. So you generate
Yep.
2 more action points.
Now I've got that. I just need to get the right amount of D6. So I've got Iron Fist. That gives me an extra D6. All right, cool. So I'm rolling 7 D6 by default with the Ripper now.
Nice.
Okay, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus vicious, 9 damage. Right into the guts.
Straight up into the guts. You do find an area just underneath the main chest piece that has some of the servos. You do manage to kick the Ripper around, and it does a small amount of damage against it. Not as much of an effect as you were hoping for.
Well, I was hoping for death, so if it wasn't that effect, then no, it wasn't the effect I was looking for. That's me done.
So with that, the top half of the sentry bot spins on its axis. The legs are still facing you, Hal.
Yeah.
And detecting the one who did the most damage to it last turn, it fires a missile straight back down the hallway.
I didn't do the most damage last turn?
I'm offended.
What the hell?
So the missile impacts the wall just next to where you're kneeling, Rusty.
Oh,
So if you... who's that going to hit? That's going to be Rusty and Rotclaw. Can you give me an agility plus big guns roll?
That is big guns and agility. 3 successes.
I'm going to spend an action point.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I need to get 6 or less, so wish me luck.
Good luck.
1 success.
1 success. Okay, so both of you only take half damage. You take 6 physical damage. each as you both try to dodge out of the way of the main impact of the blast. It then opens up with the minigun on the other arm as it's reloading, and it is sweeping in a long cone the entire way down. So Marvin, Abby, and Rotclaw, can you roll me an agility plus big guns?
Three successes.
3 successes, okay.
No successes.
All right, so Marvin and Abby, as you're the closest, you soak up all of the rounds being sent down the hallway from the minigun. The two of you take 10 physical damage.
Oof.
Tell you what, I really wish we had some hackers in our group that could disable robots right now. It's a real shame we don't have
robotics
anyone like
expert.
that.
Yeah, it would
Right.
be a shame.
Time to rebuild my whole character.
I was shit cutting because I thought both of you were robotics experts, but whatever.
Actually, yeah, I am.
Ugh.
Standing right behind the thing, doing no damage up its clacker, but pretty much at its maintenance port. But nah, we'll shoot instead.
Actually, he stabbed it with a combat
I
knife.
did. I was trying to
Hal-
find the
Hal
USB
silently-
port.
Hal silently thinks to himself.
All right, top of the round. Abby.
So I'm at 1 health.
Mhm.
So I'd like
Welcome
to
to the
run
club.
back into the room and if I can try to heal myself.
Okay. All right, so your mine is going to get you back into the infirmary. Stumbling in their blood running down you, you manage to find a super stim pack and jam yourself with that. So that will heal you back up 8 hit points. And that is your turn. Are you using any action points?
No.
Okie dokie. Rusty. You've just been showered with debris from a missile that's impacted the wall next to you.
Yeah. Am I able to hit it without hitting Marvin?
Look,
Or is Marvin in the way?
your single shot rifle, I'd say yes, you would, or you should be able to hit it. It's more burst weapons and explosives that have the chance of hitting other people.
Okay. I'd like to take the aim minor action
Mhm.
and then shoot.
Yep, stay kneeling. Yep.
And if it's okay with everyone, I'd like to use an action point.
So cute that you ask.
Well,
Yeah.
good thing
You
I
didn't
did.
ask
I got
matters.
1 success.
One
You
success.
didn't ask
Wait,
last
how
time,
much-
and I observed.
1 success.
Perfect. Roll
Oh,
for damage.
actually, it counts as 2 because it's less than my tag skill.
So you generate that action point back.
Yeah.
Easy. Roll for damage.
Okay, I get to, with my perk, and because I aimed, I get to reroll 3 of them.
Mhm.
Get rid of the 3, 4, 3. Okay, 1. These are the numbers. So 1, 2, 6, 5, 5, 1, which is 3,
6
4,
damage
5,
plus
6.
piercing.
Isn't it 7? The 2
Sorry.
counts as
1,
2.
2, 6, 5, 6.
5. 1, 2, 6, 5, 5, 1.
Yeah, that's 6.
Doesn't the 2 count as 2?
No, it's 7.
Is
Yeah.
it 7? Okay. 7 damage. So you hit clean and true. As you're aiming up and you're about to pull the trigger, you do notice that there is large jets of steam coming off the back of the sentry bot as you pull the trigger. And you do a decent hit into him. So up next is Rocklaw.
All right. I'm gonna move into room with Abby.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna use one of my stim packs on her to heal her for another 4 health.
Another 4. Yep.
And I'm gonna say to her, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure we're fucked.
All right. Up next is Marvin.
So looking at the thing, is there anything I could use to hack into it with my Pip-Boy?
Access port. Well,
Yeah.
let's. We'll say that this will be an intelligence plus repair. I'll reduce the difficulty for you because of your robotics expert.
Awesome. 2 successes.
2 successes. So you identify the fact that these things are military hardened. When they are in attack mode, they are unable to be accessed from the outside.
Knowing whereabouts it should be, can I try and pry it open with my combat knife?
Yep, so you know that at the back of these is where 3 fusion cores are inserted. And that is where the maintenance access is. What you also notice, looking up over the top of its head, there is large jets of steam coming off its back.
All right. Well, I want to try and stab it to open up the port to the fuel cells and the access port.
Okay, so you'll have to get up and around it because it's currently facing you. And it is a
I'll do that.
large creature, so you'll need to spend an action point to give you another minor. So you've used your first minor to do the check.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll spend an action point.
Action point. Easy. So you attempt to move up and around it. There is, from this point, you can see clearly there's multiple heating vents on the back, exactly where you're expecting the fusion cores to be sitting.
Stabby stab.
And roll to hit.
Ooh. 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, a roll for damage. So this is how much pressure you're trying to put down on this port to try to pop it open. You know that this is not going to be easy.
So 1-1-2, so 4 damage.
4 damage. So you manage to find the exact right spot. You plunge the combat knife into the gap where you believe you should be able to. You wrench down hard on it, but you don't quite have enough leverage. You're basically hanging off your combat knife here at this point.
Luckily, I'm still high on jet, so I'm going to try again.
Try again. So you don't need to roll to hit. If you're just going to just keep wrenching down, you're already in there. You just need to roll damage.
So 3 damage this time, but 1 effect.
3 damage?
Yep.
Okay, so in which case the effect on that is piercing or vicious?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Piercing.
Okay. All right, so you can feel it start to bend underneath. It is so close.
That's all my drug mind can do.
All right, Hal 9001. You've got
Okay.
Marvin is halfway up the back of this thing with
Mm-hmm.
his combat knife jammed in and hanging off it,
Try not to get jealous.
basically dangling in front of you.
Yeah. Now I'm a little bit divided here because I'm actually I've been listening to what you're saying about the heat vents and everyone else is ignoring it, which is an obvious vulnerability in Hal's head.
Yep.
However, you're also trying to feed me to help Marvin with his combat knife, so I'm going to do a d20 to decide which way I'm going to go. And the answer is I'm going to assist with levering the hatch open. I'm going to come down and whack it.
All right. So from your point of view, in that case, it's going to be an unarmed. So can you give me a strength plus unarmed roll?
So that would be. So does that? So that's 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay. So you have watched exactly what Marvin's doing. You're still basically stuck in place by the legs of this this sentry bot, but you know exactly where to grab. You've been following precisely
Well, I'm just grabbing
what he's
onto his.
and
I'm
grabbing
grabbing onto his knife because it's already
Yep.
in there. So I'm just levering the knife. I'm giving it a whack.
Yep. So pulling down hard on that. If you can roll damage for me. So for that would be 4d6.
Okay, sure. 4.
So
4 damage.
4
and
damage
effect.
all up.
Yeah.
The hatch goes ping and falls down, exposing 3 fusion cores that are glowing white hot
Do I have a
in front of you.
with my minor? Do I have a react with the world, or would it be? I'm assuming it's going to be a major to pull it out. It has been historically, isn't it?
It would be a major in that case.
Right. All right. So I'm done then.
Yep. All right.
Actually, can I buy a major?
You can buy a major for 2 action points.
Yeah, actually, I'll buy a major. And I will, because I'm a robot, I don't care if it's hot. So I'll just take it out, calmly spin my hand and just spin out the fusion core.
Spin out one of the fusion cores. It's got 3 in its back.
Yep, I'm going to take the center one. Center fusion core.
Center fusion core comes out. At the start of its turn, we will roll to see what happens as the white hot fusion core comes out into your hand.
When I take it out, I hand it to Marvin.
So you're proffering
I do not accept it.
So you proffered it to Marvin.
Yes.
Holding it up. So as you do that, the sentry bot, knowing that it's been breached, does a full 360 without moving its legs. Spins around. Marvin, you get thrown against the wall. Can you give me an agility plus athletics roll? To see
2
if you can
successes.
stay upright. Yes. So you manage to stay upright, you thump against it, and then fall down to the ground. Hal, you would have been just out of its swinging range there, and then it charges back the way that it came. Steam absolutely spewing down the hallway, partially obscuring your view. But all you hear is Uncle Sam should have taught you better.
I've been touched.
Clicking and clunking as you hear it reloading its minigun and missile launcher. At that point, the fusion core that is in your hands, Hal, can you give me an endurance plus repair roll?
still feel like I should be immune to this as a robot. Luckily, rolling against a 4, I rolled 1 and 3. So that'd be 3 successes
3
against 4
successes?
endurance.
So I'm going to say you generate 1 action point. You do not take any damage from this as it starts to melt part of your mandible that you're holding it in.
I'm still offering it to Druggy
You're still
McGee.
continuing to hold it. You're not dropping
Well,
it.
that was the action. Yeah,
Yep.
I mean that doesn't change. The hands off the chest piece.
So Abby, you would have just felt the rush of wind behind you as this thing went flying back up the hallway, and steam would have spewed into the infirmary and the workshop around you. Are you staying in the infirmary? What would you like to do?
Judging by the last time, my weapon didn't do a whole lot of damage. What is... No, health's pretty good. I want to heal myself.
Okay, so you scrounged around before. Are you going to spend both your minor and your major to try to do something more meaningful? It is more difficult when you're doing first aid to yourself. But if you can roll an intelligence plus medicine roll for me. 2 successes, so just enough. So in which case you will heal 14 hit points. Bringing you back up to, what's that, 27. All right, Rusty, your turn.
I'm gonna have to come out, aren't I?
You've got a sentry bot a couple of meters away from you in a cloud of steam, and you've just heard it reloading.
But I can't see it from where I am. I'm gonna have to use my aim.
You will have to
my minor action
to
to
come
move.
out of the. Yeah, you do have 2 action points available if you want to spend those on your minors
all
or
right.
majors.
I'll move out and shoot.
All right, so you're moving out, you're aiming and shooting.
Not aiming, just
shooting.
Because I'll move for my minor.
Yep.
I'll shoot for my major.
Yep.
And I'm planning to move back with my minor.
Okay. So we'll spend an action point. Yep, that's fine.
Yeah. So that is 3 successes.
3, easy.
Okay, 8d6 with no rerolls. Yeah. All right, 5, 2, 6, 6, 5, 2.
All right, so that is 8 damage with piercing.
8. Whoa.
Chipping away at this thing.
Chipping away.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
And I'll spend an action point to get a minor action, and I'll move back.
Yep.
In the room.
Which has already been spent. That's fine. So you'll move back.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Rockclaw, you're up. You've just stim-packed Abby. What would you like? Rockclaw, are you still there?
Sorry, I was on mute. Oh, okay. When did he move up to the other end of the hallway? I was not on live, and it now goes boom. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he charged away, and then you heard the sound of reloading.
Oh, gotcha. I did. Yes. Okay, gotcha.
Yep. Yep. So there is clouds of steam that have dissipated through the place.
Okay. So I am going to walk out
Mm-hmm.
and throw a mine in front of him. and use a action point to close the door and get back inside with Abby.
The door doesn't function anymore because you punched it into the wall when you came in. It's now part of the
Wow.
wall.
I'll stand on the other side of the wall then.
All right. So you're walking out, dropping a frag mine,
Yep.
walking back in. All right. Obscured by vents of steam.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Marvin, you're up next. You've just been thrown from him, and standing ridiculously close to you is Hal with an extremely hot fusion core that is causing you to sweat immeasurably from its proximity.
Hal, put that on the ground. Go grab the others from the assault. From the what are they called again?
Sentry bot.
Sentry bot.
Yes, Lord Commander.
Do like that title. So I think this is my last round when I'm full of jet, isn't it?
You get 10 rounds. With
Oh,
it.
10
It
rounds. I thought
lasts.
it was 3 rounds.
It lasts for a minute. In combat, it lasts for ages. Outside of combat, it's virtually nothing.
Right. Cool. So I want to go as far. It's out of there. Oh, bugger it. I'm gonna make my way as close to the sentry bot as possible.
Yep.
How does that get me?
Yeah, it gets you to the sentry bot. That's fine.
Oh, cool.
Are you moving within range of the frag mine that Rockclaw just threw on the ground? Directly in front of him?
Preferably not. Because
So-
what I want to do is actually get under the sentry bot and get into the access point.
Okay, so the way is currently blocked by a frag mine.
Ah, bastard.
So at this point, you've used one minor action to move a little way up the hallway. You've still got
All right.
2 mages.
Can I continue moving if I use a major action, or have I used up all my movement, basically?
You can continue moving.
Okay.
You will set off this frag mine.
All right. Then first action, I want to use the laser rifle to shoot the frag mine.
All right. So roll to hit.
That is 4 successes.
4 successes. Easy. So you generate 2 action points, and the frag mine detonates. Rotclaw, could you please roll damage for your frag mine?
Apparently not.
Rotclaw.
What is it? What is it? 5 or it's 66, isn't it?
It's 66 off memory.
4, 5, 6. All right. All right.
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, and vicious makes it 6 damage.
Okay, guaranteed 1. Little to no effect underneath this sentry bot as the frag mine goes off.
All right. Then I want to keep going.
Yep. So
up to it.
You can get all the way up to it.
Can I slide underneath it and get to the access point?
Look, give me an agility plus
things.
athletics.
Let's go.
If you
None
wanna
of those skills.
Slide and. This is where you remember you've been working behind a desk for the past 12 years.
Sorry, it was agility and
Athletics, please.
1 success, but 1 critical fail, and I've got no luck to reroll.
So you manage to slide underneath and get behind him. You then try to get up, and part of his leg plate armor is actually in the way. You're kind of stuck in the corner.
Some idiot designer put a ginormous appendage hanging down from his crotch. Were they joking?
while I'm here, let's stab him.
All right.
Why waste a good opportunity?
Roll to hit.
Actually, I should have burned action points to try again. Oh well. 3 successes.
3 successes. All right. So, yep, roll for damage.
4. So that is 3 damage. With no piercing.
With no piercing. So your knife just clanks off the armor as you feel like you're
It was
trying
more
to-
out of frustration of, I did all that for nothing.
Okay.
Excellent. All right. Hal.
I'll dash to use my minor major to get in behind him, if possible.
Yep.
And then I'll buy an extra action and I'll pull another one out.
All right. So spending just 2 action points for 1 extra major action.
Well, I thought you could only do it once, right?
I do not recall off the top of my head.
I think you said it'd be 2 OP.
Is that what we decided? Okay, I need to write this
Yeah,
stuff down.
and I think it would be 2 OP. It should be 2 OP. Because it doesn't say as many turns as you like. It just says you can have 2 action points if 2 action points are spent, not you get an extra action
Yep.
point every 2. So the way it's written is correct, right?
All right.
So I spend 2 action points,
Yep,
and I
done.
attempt to pull out another
Yep. So
core.
yep. Give me another agility plus repair roll.
No problems. I'll spend another action point to make sure this is a good one.
Getting an extra d20, sure.
Yep. Agility, 2 successes. Also, because I'm rolling against 4, so I really need this.
2 successes. So you
Yeah.
pull out another fusion core.
Yep.
This one is cooling somewhat. It's back down to red at least.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still glowing with heat.
Lucky someone here is any good at freaking operating on robots. Keep in mind, all you fail, Lord Commander. I'm rolling against a 4 difficulty and I've hit it twice. In 2 goes.
Now these fusion cores, to be able to grab the second one, you would have needed to
Mhm.
have dropped something out of your hands.
Yeah.
What did you drop?
I usually have a spare hand. Oh, you're saying I was holding the other
Well, because
fusion
you've
core.
you've said you've got a frag grenade always in one hand as your dead man
Mhm.
switch. You've got a
Yeah, yeah.
ripper as one hand, and you've got one normal hand.
He's a ripper.
Well, the
To be
ripper
fair,
no,
I
we've
did tell
replaced
him to
his
drop
hand
it
with a ripper.
or getting the other one.
Yeah, no, I just dropped.
dropped
I
it?
dropped the other fusion core to the ground.
All
that's
right,
fine,
so
yeah.
there's a fusion core lying in the paint back here.
Which
We'll
is
say.
bubbling.
No, I dropped it. I dropped it here.
Oh, you dropped it up there? Okay, not a
Oh
problem.
yeah, I wasn't thinking ahead.
Okay, excellent. So right next to Marvin, who is pinned into the corner.
Yeah, whatever. It's only Marvin, Lord Commander.
So the sentry bot is trying to spin and move in this confined space. As it feels its second fusion core get stolen, the maintenance port that was pinged open slams shut again, and it charges back down the hallway and turns around to face you. As it does, it unloads the minigun at anyone in the hallway.
Uh-oh.
So Hal and Marvin, can you give me an agility plus big guns?
Zero successes.
2 successes. Yay, nat 1.
All right, so that one does 8 physical damage with piercing to you, Hal, and it does.
Ripped my 1 health. It was good while it lasted. I survived. Look, I lasted a lot longer than I should have with 1 health. That's for sure.
It does 4 physical damage with piercing to you, Marvin.
And my resists kick in for that, don't they?
Which ones do you got?
3 physical resist.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so you take 1.
Yep.
So you take 1 damage, yep.
Hal, are you down again?
Yes, he is. So Hal has clanked.
Clanked his last clank.
Windows shutting down.
Bing bong.
It was a blue screen.
Uh,
Have you tried turning it on and off again?
Abby, you are up. You have heard lots of commotion in the hallway, and you've heard Hal spitting things and then clanking to the ground again.
All right. I'm just gonna ready myself for if he runs across again. I'll take the opportunity to throw a spear.
Yep. So if you see him moving, you're going to throw a spear. Okay. Got it. Rusty.
I got line of sight.
You ran back into the workshop.
All right, I'll have to use a minor action to move up to the door.
So I'll say you can be here and peek around.
I might spend an action point for an extra minor action to aim.
Sure.
And I'll roll. 1 success, but I aim, so I get to reroll.
You can reroll.
The fail. So 2 successes total.
Yep. So that's a hit, and you generate an action point. Roll for damage.
With the aim, I get to reroll 3d6s.
Yep.
I'll reroll 2 of them. Okay. A 1, a 6, 5, 1, 6, 6, 5, 2, which I think is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage.
Damage with piercing.
Yeah.
So you fire a shot clean through the middle of his senses. Sparks are flying out of him, and he erupts into flames. He is not yet dead.
Uh-oh. These guys like to suicide explode.
So, Rotclaw, you're up next.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna pop my head out and I'll use an action point to aim.
Using an action point, yep.
And I'll fire.
Okay, so you run out.
Now, does that when I aim, does that give me an extra dice?
No, so that lets you re-roll one of your d20s.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you roll both of them, see what you get. If you don't like one of them, re-roll it.
Oh yeah, gotcha. Perfect. 3 successes.
3. So you generate 2 action points back. Roll for damage.
For fuck's sake. 1 and 5.
Isn't that good?
Yeah, but I got 4, 4, 4, 3 as well.
Wow.
So you fire a
Rubbing
burst,
salt.
and this large hulking robot is has just burst into flames as you came into the hallway. You fire a barrage down. You can't tell what damage you did to it.
Yeah, okay.
If any. What,
If
if any,
any.
damage did you do to that robot?
Marvin,
Uh,
you've been released from your temporary jail, stuck in the corner. Hal has just dropped next to you. He's behind the shelves. He's a little bit difficult to see.
right. How close is the door to Abby?
You would be able to make it inside.
Carrying how?
If you spend
I-
your major as well,
Yep.
you
I don't think your body riddled with AIDS will be able to get in there.
No, that's why I care, because I'm so hyped right now on so many drugs.
you're still on jet at the moment, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna say give me a strength plus athletics roll, and we'll see whether
Oh,
you can
shit.
drag him with you.
I would like
He's
to
got the-
burn an action point for this one.
Before you roll, I will ask you the question: if you can't, are you staying there with him, or are you running
I'm
inside
leaving.
yourself? Okay.
I like the guy, but not that much.
Just asking the question.
So 3 of them.
Yep.
What was it? Strength and
Athletics.
oh god,
trying
1
to-
success.
Drag a 300-pound robot.
3 to 600. I do have 300 pounds of hands, remember? My dry weight was 300. Fully provisioned, a bit more.
With the jet coursing through your veins, you're like a mama bear lifting up a car.
Yeah.
You manage to drag Hal just inside the doorway and drop him as you
Alright.
yourself collapse forward in the prone position.
Great. I'd like to crawl to be under the bed.
You're not going to make it that far.
Oh, even with an extra.
Oh, sorry. Yes, you do have a
Yep,
major
I'm
action.
still a jet.
Yes, you can be under the bed as much as possible.
Just ready to die.
Hal, for that you can have 1 automatic success.
That'll go nicely with my 1 failure I rolled.
Okay.
I mean, you had like 300 actions, and you could have just gone and hero, pulled out the last fusion core, but, whatever.
No, I think it's about to take care of that forest.
Okay. Right, you're going with the hopefully it explode route. Maybe.
I mean, it's on fire. I've got
So-
a good guess.
As the fire takes hold, the last words that you hear from the sentry bot is "Cop this from Uncle Sam," and it detonates.
Mommy!
The sentry bot goes off like a mini nuke. There is no trace of the Assaultron left there anymore. Parts of the tunnel, the hallways that you are in, you feel the shudder go through the entire place, and bits of rubble and debris and dust come down from the ceiling. The only person within line of sight is Rotclaw. So Rotclaw, can you first off give me an endurance plus explosives roll?
Explosives. That is two successes.
2 successes. So you just managed to turn yourself facing away as it detonates.
The TARDIS takes the brunt. That's good.
The TARDIS and your heavy super mutant armor does soften the blow somewhat. So you take 14 energy damage.
Yep.
And the hallway is filled with smoke. Hal, the Geiger counter that is on you is clicking like crazy.
Well, it doesn't worry me.
Does it heal me any?
You wish.
The fire and blast damage is doing more than what the radiation would heal you from it. So just because you're a mutant doesn't mean you can be nuked.
No,
Doesn't-
no.
Doesn't work that way. And with that,
Flawless victory.
And with that, they are fueling the rocket.
Yeah. It's still 30 minutes to go,
I know.
give or take.
All right. So what would we like to do, guys? Are we calling it there
We-
for tonight?
No.
Or would you like to keep going for a little bit?
We still got a couple. Maybe go another 10, Nos.
Yeah.
If you've got
Yeah.
10 worth of material that's like not too crazy.
So, one of the things that happened because of the proximity of the explosion, the doors to these rooms have been blasted clean off.
On my bed.
There's missile material all over your bed.
Hal is still sparking and clunking
But
on
that's
the ground.
normal anyway. I mean, it's hard to tell that from normal, but whatever.
Blue screen,
Difficult.
blue screen, blue screen, blue screen, blue screen.
I'm just on a reboot loop, boot cycle loop, or whatever it is.
No,
His eyes are got like the red ring of death that's circling in his eyes.
coming up. No keyboard detected. Press F1 to continue. All right. So, what would we like to do, guys?
Dr. Abby, the clinic's still open.
Uh,
All right, so we just like work one by like
one by one.
make it happen. That then
Yep.
yeah.
You've gone through. You've healed up all the people that you can. Hal, is sparking small fires. Hal, can you roll another death saving throw? Unless
Sure,
somebody
buddy.
would like to do something to help you out.
Can
Yeah.
I go help Hal out?
It's another
Yeah.
failure, so I've got 2 fails right now.
Mhm.
So it's probably getting urgent.
Marvin,
I'm gonna go
fix him
work
up.
on Hal.
I think you should stay away and leave it to the expert.
I've got a rocket. I got a missile that might be able to help. Can we put it?
No, he
No,
doesn't even
no,
need
we
ordnance.
need him. He has the codes to something.
So Rusty, you're grabbing tools from the workshop.
Yeah.
I expect.
I'll assist.
Yep. Okay.
I've
so
got a multi-tool, don't I? Oh, not in
No,
this.
No, I
He-
have a multi.
Why don't you all talk about it more?
you
He
guys.
thinks to himself.
Okay, in the same way that Abby is inside an infirmary that has absolutely everything she will ever need to patch humans up, you're inside a power armor workshop that is designed to repair power armor and robots and vehicles and has every tool imaginable to you.
Analysis paralysis. So many choices. It's hard to know what to do.
Yes, you can
Do you
find
think he
what
needs
you
a new
need.
coat of paint?
So
Do I find a multi-tool?
you've already got better than that. Don't you have a deluxe toolkit?
Nah,
Or does
not
Rob
in my
have that?
inventory.
Did you guys get rid of your deluxe toolkit?
I don't think we ever got one.
No, we never got that. Nah, we never got one of those. That
I
sounds way too sick.
swear I'm gonna have to go back and listen to the recording of that episode.
I don't remember ever hearing that.
You guys dumped it in Abby's inventory.
Oh,
So
how'd that get there?
anyway,
Who's taking it? It's the biggest.
You can have it, Rusty. I've got the multi-tool.
All right, cool.
all right. So you guys working together to stabilize Hal as Abby is working feverishly on Rotclaw.
Mm.
So Rusty, if you can roll me an intelligence plus repair, and Marvin, you can do the same but just with 1d20 to assist.
The deluxe toolkit gives me -2 something
Difficulty.
Difficulty.
repair
Yep.
test. Difficulty to repair test.
Yep. Yep, I
So
understand.
intelligence plus repair.
One success.
Okay. That was repair a tag.
Okay. Do you get
Yes,
one?
so that is
success.
four successes.
Yeah. So the point is, you stabilize Hal.
And
you
I max out our action points.
You max out your action points. You guys working together. It does take a little bit of time. You've now progressed another hour. So by that time, it is about 8 p.m. You have paint and nuclear explosion scoring down one end of the hallway. Hal has been stabilized. Now, how much does Hal repair at this point? So, Rusty, your intelligence plus repair is 12.
Mm.
And I think that's it. So, Hal, you can have another 12 hit points
Wow. Well, I mean, I'm on top of my 0, you mean?
on top of your 0, yes.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
All right, so people are patched up. So, first question. There is a fusion core still grasped in one of Hal's hands. There is another fusion core lying at the end of the hallway just behind Rockclaw that was dropped.
Has it
I would
cooled down?
certainly. I'll make my way out there and with the intent to grab it and put it in my inventory.
So
Because
you
I've
collect that up.
already got a few.
Yep.
Yeah. And I put the other
All
two
right,
in
so
amongst our
you can-
hands to cool them down. People can smell cooking meat.
So the issue, Rusty, that you remember with Sentry bots is they were excellent assault units. However, they had a major overheating problem that was never fixed.
How will we ever tell if that was the case with this one? And the worst part is there was no visual cues.
None.
None whatsoever. Yep. And all right. So now that we are somewhat patched up, so humanoids can have full health back. Hal has been partially patched up. First question would be, are you wanting to spend more time working on Hal to get him back to full health, or do you want to go back to working on the power armor?
But you've
Like-
got 2 people in there. One person can do power armor, one person can
Yep.
do power armor. Because, it'd be more... I don't know. Captains, might I suggest you don't worry about me and worry about armoring yourselves so I don't have to constantly defend you, fleshies?
I'm going to
It'd
be
be nice-
honest. I think maybe we should leave these power armors and focus on getting these turrets deactivated so the rest of the unit can come up and cover our asses.
Right away, Commander, and I start walking down the empty hall. Is there actually anything down that empty hallway? The newly revealed area, or was it just like a little?
It's
area?
essentially it's a concrete room where this sentry bot sat for 200 years waiting to protect the base if it believed it
Okay.
had been invaded by Chinese.
In that case, I guess we've looked at everything.
So you've got the areas that have not been
Oh,
explored.
the other door.
So
yeah,
you've
yeah,
got the
other
door that
Alright.
has just been blown away completely here. You've
Yeah,
got
let's
the
go to the
still
broken door.
sealed door here.
Yep, door P, I think it was,
All right.
if I recall correctly.
So, as you enter the room that has
No, not that
No?
one. The blue door. Oh, I mean, I'll enter this
No,
one now. If
so
there's
you've got
a door there, it's
you've
fine.
got this one has been mechanically sealed by Rusty.
Yeah.
So he has locked
Okay.
it in a way that you can't
Oh,
just
that
walk
was-
through it.
Yep, that was door S. Yeah. Okay.
That
let's
room
see.
you pulled out looked cool. Let's go there.
Yeah, no, door P. I play as it lies, door P, slide it back.
Yep. All right. So as you step in, lights come on all around you. So you see before you a room that is filled with computer banks, all types of terminals, maps on the walls, everything that makes you believe that this would have been the intelligence room for this bunker.
I have no place. I assess and confirm I have no place in the intelligence room, and I go back outside and await further commands.
So you're just going to stand outside in the
Paint.
burned out, painted area. It's
Yeah.
really taken some shit, that area.
The nuclear paint.
Luckily, because it's lead paint, it kind of just counteracted and absorbed some of the the fissile effect. So now it's more or less like uranium coated plates that like grandma used to have or whatever. It's about that level of radioactivity.
You shine UV lights on them, they glow green.
Yeah, or they just grow. In this case, glows green on its own. But no, I'm chill. I'll sit out here waiting further commands from my commanders.
What's there, Hal?
Lord Commander, I believe it is items that are fit for your trade.
All right, crack the knuckles and walk in. Head to a computer.
I'd like to go on there as well.
I'm gonna go look at the tank.
All right, so Marvin and Rusty, as you walk into this room, lights come on above you. And all of the computers seem to be starting to boot up as it's detected people walk in. You've got dozens and dozens of computers all around you. Now, it might take some time to determine what computers do what in here.
Rusty, you start on that end. I'll go this one.
And we're looking for security systems, right?
Yeah, we want to disable the turrets. I think we only had to
And
find.
robots.
Oh yeah. Surely that's the last of them.
Alrighty, so Marvin and Rusty, if you can, you both doing it separately? Or are you going to work on one computer together?
Think separately.
Go
Get
separately?
it done quicker.
Try to cover. So can you both give me an intelligence plus science roll?
I might use an action point.
Using an action. Easy.
Oh,
2 successes.
1 success.
All right.
That's what having 6 fingers does for you.
All right, so you come across 2 separate terminals. You start working your way in. Rusty, you do manage to find one that covers the turret controls specifically. And you are you going to spend a bit of time at this, or are you just going to go, okay, this one can control the turrets, and stop there for the moment?
Yeah, I guess my goal is to disable the turrets.
Spend some time. Yep. Marvin, at the same time you manage to access, you find a terminal that has a couple of different options to what Rusty's found. One of them gives the option of viewing personnel figures. And the other option that interested you is live satellite control.
Oh. I'll check that out and see what it's about.
Yep. So, live satellite control, as you select that option, a few of the large monitors in the room then come up, showing you what appears to be a current view overhead of this area, including the military base and parts of the city around you. Being displayed, and it appears to be a live feed that's still working.
Cool.
At the same time, Abby and Hal, who else has a radio on them?
Just us two.
Rusty's got his ham radio.
Nah, we gave that back. That shouldn't be in his inventory.
I thought
Let's see,
Rusty picked up another one, didn't he?
Really?
I can't remember now.
I feel like we gave
Yeah,
that
I
back.
think there was one on the table.
No, that was Ryfek at the
That's why
beginning.
I'm carrying a ham radio and not something else.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
and then I
Carry
think Rotclaw's also got a two-way radio from Scout Acer that you stole from his dead body.
Yep.
What? Oh well, everyone's got. Well, everyone's got. I mean,
Everyone's got them. So
I'm not convinced the ham radio is going to do like digital comms, but
Not
whatever.
200 meters underground.
it's fine.
Yeah.
All of your radios crackle and clear, and a moment later you hear what appears to be on loop. Team, come in. This will repeat in 30 seconds. Abby's group, come in. Please report.
Okay. Well, as the normal radio operator, say, Abby's group receiving. This is the Lord Commander's personal servant robot. Subservient and ready to receive. Over.
And about 30 seconds later, you get a response from Captain Lewis on the other end, and he's gone, okay, thank you. It's good to hear your voice again, Hal. We had reports that you entered the military base. There was some of the soldiers you escorted said that it was hours ago. Are you all right, or?
I can't respond yet. He hasn't said over.
Over.
Define all right.
Commander, the Lord Commander wishes to advise Abby's group is successful in taking the base. Underground resistance was encountered and required significant clearing, healing, and so forth. We are mopping up and reconciling the base. Above ground, not yet confirmed and cleared. Below ground is confirmed and cleared, and computer system is believed to be taken. Will advise in approximately 6 hours as to final status of the base. Over.
Six hours, all right. The concern, we've had reports of a horde of super mutants heading towards the military base from the southwest. We need somebody to get eyes on them. We've had multiple scout groups report in, and then we've lost communications with them.
Understood. A preference would be to stay underground in that case. Over.
Can I hear this?
Everyone can hear this. So you're standing next to Rusty. Hal's just outside the door.
So
Yeah,
using my newfound satellite technology. to
I'll
be Big Brother.
volunteer.
Stand by, Captain Lewis. Satellite control may be able to identify. Stand by. Over.
standing by. Over.
So I'll try, maneuvering the satellite.
Maneuvering? Yep. Okay. Give me an intelligence plus science roll. And this will be you figuring out the controls on this system.
Let's burn an action point just to be sure.
Yep. Easy.
And all of my luck.
So that was intelligence and science.
Yep.
3 successes.
3 successes. So you managed to pin down to the hour, minute, second, longitude, latitude of
Arc second
of a large group that is big enough that you can see them from this view.
You can see them from space.
You can
Them some
choose
big
to
boys.
relay that. There appears to be multiple behemoths in this group.
Yeah,
Well, I
relay
gotta
it
make
and
that.
try to find any mass laser weapons of destruction on this thing while I'm at it.
Ion
Preferably some
cannons or
audible
something.
Orbital bombardment would be handy right now. Searching for orbital bombardment.
So Hal, are you still staying out in the hallway, or are you in the room with them?
I'm standing by until my Lord Commander gives
Mhm.
me the information.
All right. So Marvin's just given you the coordinates.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear him give them to me, but if he did,
Sorry.
then Lord Commander, I will communicate this to Captain Lewis with your permission.
Yep. Go for it.
Okay. Abby's group calling Captain Lewis over.
Yep, proceed, Abby's group. Over.
Prepare for coordinates of Behemoth group on vector. Uh, Knight, Romeo,
Are we
Sierra.
Are we getting the
And-
Wheel of Fortune alphabet?
I couldn't think of anything. And
Is not K or N?
Prepare for coordinates, and I repeat down the coordinates and the vector, because obviously a professional Marvin also gave me the vector and rate of change of it, so we can say that
Course.
here,
Of course.
moving in this direction at this speed.
Yep.
Over. Read back required. Over.
They've stopped for morning tea.
If stop for wanting. And he will read back those.
I'm sorry, I
coordinates
should
to
have said copy. So yeah, I say
you.
copy afterwards.
Yes.
Yep.
Copy that. Please. So Marvin, you mentioned that you can see via satellite control previously to Captain Lewis, so he does understand that you're watching what's going on.
I've become Big Brother.
Yeah. So Big Brother unit, please observe. And through the radio from Captain Lewis, you hear in the background the explosion of the howitzer being fired from the base.
Mhm.
And it's almost a full minute later on the satellite control. You see a hit on the side of one of the groups, scattering a huge number of super mutants. They repeat a shot about every 20 seconds for the next 5 minutes. By the time they're finished, 5 minutes later, you can't even see what's on the ground. There is that much dust and debris thrown up into the air around, so you might have to wait around a bit to see if it was effective.
I think they got him.
Sorry, guys, I gotta go. Catch
See
us
ya.
next time.
Night, Gregors. Assumed at this point that they have been cleared.
Cool. Did you want to call it there or thereabouts?
Happy to do that. That's fine.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. Cool.
Thank
We've
you
got
very
Awesome.
much
10
for a good
minutes.
session, guys.
Cool. 10 minutes before flight 5. Let's go.